NJCAA National Tournament. How high can the Reavers go? Is the third time the charm for Iowa Western? Deja vu all over again for the Titans? Round 2 for LC and AL. Who goes home for good? The Reavers down to their last shot. Hit the target? Do the men close out the regular season in style? Postseason pate, here we come. Hello, I'm J.J. Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. Now let me see. First, the state wrestling tournament. Next up, the National Junior College event. Only this time, it's just a little closer. Iowa Western hosts the big one for the second year in a row, as the Mid-America Center is once again the place to be. Now, this is it for the Reavers. They've been aiming for this all season long. The time is now. Over 250 of the nation's best JUCO wrestlers hit the mats in the first round preliminaries. 125, Cole Werner from Western Wyoming gets in on the Reavers' Emmanuel Brown. Now Werner, a returning All-American by technical fall, 20-2. 133, DeAndre Brumfield has Christoph Rosario from Bergen on his back in the first period. The freshman sticks him.
I feel very relaxed, fine, not really thinking about my shot, just kind of going in and acting naturally.
Chase Clausen acting naturally with this escape at 141, but Andrew Ramirez from Highline does one better. Clausen will walk off after a tough 2-1 loss. 149, Chase Lemon's comfortable lead second period. Anthony Hunkel from Otero with a stunning pin. Now Lemons, a returning All-American you may recall, also lost his first match last year. Tell Ward holding on to the ankle for dear life at 157. Alex Nelson from Northeast Oklahoma gets the 2. Nelson by majority decision 10-0. The Reavers' Cody Kingery on his back at 165. Troy Keller from Niagara wins by technical fault 18-2. Not much better at 174. Adrian Lyons Lopez from Southwestern Oregon sticks Timothy Barr in the second period. Preston Lauterbach lays down the law at 184. The returning Iowa Western All-American pins a kid from Wentworth Military in just 22 seconds.
Yeah, I just kind of went out there and did what I normally do.
197, Seth Ham has the lead in the second period before Jeremy Merriweather from North Idaho pins him. The freshman stunned. And finally at 285, Miguel Morales from Highline takes down Stephen Boone 5-3. Iowa Western 10 in the first round prelims. Only 2 come out on the right side of the bracket. Second round preliminaries. 133, DeAndre Brumfield battles Zach Hensley from Iowa Central. The Triton gets 2 and wins by tech fall 20-3. Head coach Josh Watts, one last hope at 184. Preston Lauterbach has Tristan Ramberg from Labette on his back in the second period.
I went in knowing that. I went in knowing, he was going to give me a good match. Stayed in good position, stayed on top of my stuff, got after him.
The former state champ from Bellevue West, Preston Lauterbach, is off to the championship quarterfinals. The host school features 8 guys in the first round consolations. 125, Iowa Western's Emmanuel Brown takes down Jesus Torres from Highline, winning 5-2.
It's tough fighting back, after you just take a rough loss like that, but, you got to fight.
6 Reavers don't have to fight. They have a bye in this round, but Cody Kingery's in action at 165. Kingery, first period pin.
Able to go down there, or go out there, and get on my offense. First match, I wasn't on my offense. I was getting frustrated.
Big Blue still alive in all 10 weight classes. Second round consolations. Emmanuel Brown gets it started at 125. Gets the takedown here. Brown outguts Aaron Ergot from Mercyhurst Northeast 5-4.
We're still pushing, trying to get to an All-American round. It's time to go. Time to bring that offense.
DeAndre Brumfield brings his offense at 133. Brumfield by major decision, 21-10.
Everybody's fighting. Everybody wants that title just as good as the next guy. But at the end of the day, it's just about who wants it more.
141, tied at 1. Chris Dieters from Colby gets away from the Reavers' Chase Clausen. Now, hard luck Clausen is done, losing both matches 2-1. Different deal at 149. The Reavers' Chase Lemon sticks Brian Burnett from Labette in the first.
Tough, I did it last year. This year's a sophomore. It kind of sucks, but ultimate goal is come back and take third.
That's it!
Iowa Western's 157-pounder Tell Ward comes back and pins Antonio LaRocca from Nassau in the third period.
He hit the cradle, and I just head hunted, and I caught his head, and I just stuck him right there.
5 seconds!
Cody Kingery on the bottom, tough match at 165. Cliff Owens from Camden sends Kingery home with the 12-4 major decision. 174, the Reavers' Tim Barr goes for the single leg and can't get it. Antrez Clagan from Iowa Central comes around. Barr bows out of the tournament, losing 7-3. 197, Seth Ham walks off after pinning Logan Nesselrode from Harper in just 38 seconds.
It's just tough to come back after, a loss early in the tournament. So, just have to get your mind right and, be prepared to battle, really.
Stephen Boone on top, battles at 285. Boone pins Jed Middleton from Niagara in the second.
I know that I can be the best heavyweight in the country in junior college if I just wrestle like it. There's no one here that I can't beat if I wrestle like I should.
9 Reavers go into the second round consolation, 6 still alive. And then there's Preston Lauterbach. The 184-pound hammer thrower is the only Reaver left with a shot at a national title. Make that Preston. 184 championship quarterfinals. Second period, Preston Lauterbach locked up with North Idaho's Levi Perry.
Knew he was good coming in, knew he could stay in. If I stayed in good position, he would make a mistake at some point, and I knew I could catch him on his back. Just the same game plan, go in there, do what we do, and come out on top.
Lauterbach becomes the third two-time All-American in the Reavers wrestling program's 6-year history. The super sophomore's not done yet. Next stop, the Final Four. Meanwhile, on the other side of the bracket, third round consolations. 125, Ian Muller from Harper gets 2 against Iowa Western's Emmanuel Brown. Harper sends Brown home with a convincing 17-6 win. DeAndre Brumfield staying alive at 133, nearly sticks Britches Sikula from Harper 11-3.
I've worked so hard the last, not even this season, but when I was not even at Iowa Western, so I've really put a lot of work into it. I'm trying to make it count today and tomorrow.
Will tomorrow be another day for Chase Lemons at 149? Lemons pins Valentian Ortiz from Triton.
Gotta battle back. That's all I gotta say. Gotta battle back.
Tell Ward on the bottom tries to battle back against Ryan Snow from Northwest Kansas Tech. Snow reigns on Ward's parade 11-8. So Tell is finished, winning 1 and losing 2. Seth Ham stays alive at 197. That's 2. The freshman outscores Elijah Sampo from Niagara 12-7.
I just stuck to my guns and really was patient. I think I did a lot better with that match with my patience, even though, I've won quicker than that, but the patience really helped.
Stephen Boone helps his own cause with an escape at 285. Boone escapes Matthew Kent from Lincoln 3-1.
One more win and I'm an All-American. That's what it's about right now. Next match moving forward, next best thing.
Hey, let's go, AD.
The next best thing, the All-American round, is next. Another word for it, the blood round. Head coach Josh Watson, the Reavers' 4 guys, a shot at All-American status. DeAndre Brumfield, no doubt, at 133.
I feel amazing, honestly. I lost a tough match early in the tournament, and I just kind of refocused, talked to my coaches, got a new game plan going on, and finally got the AA title, so.
Not so for Chase Lemons at 149. The returning All-American falls 1 match short, falling to Antona Mala from Iowa Lakes 9-7 in overtime. And then at 197, Aspen Naylor from Western Wyoming has Iowa Western's Seth Ham in trouble.
Fight it, let's go, fight it!
Ham, stunned, falls 1 match short of an All-American. And finally at 285, big Stephen Boone gets out for one. The sophomore beats Bricks Brickley from Barton 2-1. Boone, an All-American.
I'm excited. I've been wanting this every second of every day since the last All-American round when I lost. It's everything I wanted this season. I just got to finish strong here.
Carried the memory 365 24/7. It's a race. Stephen Boone, Idaho Falls, Idaho, is an All-American. Former All-American Chase Lemons falls one short and is done after the first day, along with 6 others. 3 still alive in the medal rounds. DeAndre Brumfield at 133, Stephen Boone at 285. Preston Lauterbach still in the hunt for a national championship. Next up for the 184-pound pinning machine, the national semifinals. The Lewis Central girls just hoping to make it to the state quarters for the 2nd year in a row. But up next, will the Reavers make some noise at nationals when we come back?
This portion of the Bluffs Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Family-Owned Funeral Home, serving Council Bluffs in southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
So the first day didn't go exactly according to plan for Iowa Western. Does it ever for anybody? It's all part of the game. The head game, baby. Who's mentally tough enough? Why, take Preston Lauterbach, for instance. The 184-pound hammer thrower went out on a stretcher last year, had a concussion, and more. And this year? It's over just as quickly as it begins. Preston Lauterbach pins Logan Hagerbomber from Lincoln in just 35 seconds.
I knew last night, he was going to try and hit me with a shot. I know if I got both arms and did my move, I'd be okay.
A-OK. The Reavers Preston Lauterbach off to the finals at 184. Now, Iowa Western has been represented in the championship round each of the last 3 years. Consolation quarterfinals. DeAndre Brumfield escapes Jamrius Jackson from Nyack. Now, Brumfield wins a fist fight, 5-4.
It was a little rough. He beat me regionals, and I didn't have a good tournament then. Didn't think I was going to come here today. So really just want to kind of get my revenge.
Stephen Boone gets revenge at 285, knocks off Miguel Morales from Highline 6-2.
It's awesome. This is 3 guys in a row who I've lost to before that I've beaten to come back All-American, and now to get past the 7th match.
A 3rd place finish still in sight. Both Brumfield and Boone pinned in the consolation semifinals. Up next, the Conso finals and the fight for 5th place. Gunnar LaFoon from Otero pins DeAndre Brumfield in the first period. DeAndre finishes 6th place.
Good tournament, okay?
I'm just happy to have this experience and just learn as much as I can and take from it and keep growing and progressing for next year.
Sean Beeson from Northeast Oklahoma A&M takes down Stephen Boone 8-3. Boone finishes in 6th place.
It hurts. Won that match, but this is just a testament to how hard I've worked since last year. It's a lot better than going home empty-handed.
Former Reavers on hand to cheer on their former teammates. There is one man left standing. And that one guy has had an interesting road to the finals. Now, Preston Lauterbach made it to the big show last year at 174. The super sophomore moved up to 184 with 1 dual meet left before the national qualifier. And so far, so good. All that's left, the NJCAA National Championship Finals.
The West Wall, the American, from the 184-pound weight class.
It begins with a parade. Everybody's All-Americans, including the Reavers' lone survivor, soak it all in. And then, it's game on.
Representing Iowa,
184-pound championship finals. First period, Preston Lauterbach wraps up with Hazel West from Clackamas. It took just a minute 23 seconds. Preston Lauterbach becomes Iowa Western's first national champion, winning in stunning fashion.
Feel great. You know what? Everything I've been fighting for, everything I've been training for. We had one goal, and we achieved it. Just go out there, do what I do, you know? I mean, I know he was probably trying to stay away from my throws, and he came right into it and threw him for a ride.
In the 6-year history of this school, you're the first national champ.
Oh, feels amazing, man. I mean, you can't, that's gonna be great, man. First national champ ever in Iowa Western history. That's great. Feels good.
I've been a head coach for 10 years and I haven't had a national champ yet, so it means a lot to me. And he put together an incredible tournament, so I'm real proud of him. It's been a roller coaster ride, the season, this tournament, but overall, you know, we got 3 more All-Americans. We're looking at another top 10 finish in the country, and we just need to keep building.
Preston Lauterbach's going to need a building for all these trophies. Most outstanding wrestler, most pins in the least accumulated time, and more. Iowa Western finishes 6th as a team, but one Reaver #1. The first in school history.
Let's go. The two-legged go.
Okay, so here are the final team standings. Iowa Central takes the top spot with 150 points, Clackamas right behind. Last year's champ, Northeastern Oklahoma A&M in 3rd, Lincoln finishes 4th, Ellsworth 5th, and Iowa Western right on the Panthers' heels in 6th. Preston Lauterbach is the school's first national champ in the history of the 6-year program. And freshman DeAndre Brumfield is an All-American, finishing 6th. Sophomore Stephen Boone makes the podium in 6th as well. The Iowa Western men's basketball team flies with the Blackhawks, sophomore night in the Big K. Next up, is it a banner night at Lewis Central? After the break.
For more than a quarter century, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on this team, JEFFERSON Sports Med. Their sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. They even partner with the surgeons at Ortho West, ensuring you get your own exclusive roadmap back to action. Methodist JEFFERSON Sports Med invites all Southwest Iowa athletes to its free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. JEFFERSON Sports Med.
The LC girls basketball teams collected 5 state tournament banners, including 2 in the last 4 years. Time for another. Standing in the 5th-ranked Titans' way, number 10, Lamar's. Now, I think this is a better team from a year ago. Lewis Central features more offense, especially from the perimeter. Here's IWTV student Ben Smith.
Bulldogs, Titans. Winner goes to state, the loser goes home. Opening minutes. Maddie Paulson rattles it home. LC gets the early lead. Last minute of the first, Megan Whitty collects the board and puts it back up for 2. Lamar's leads by 1, 12-11 after 1. Second quarter, Titans up 5. Alyssa Pomeranke sticks to 3. The junior finishes with 11. Final seconds of the half, McKenna Paulson goes underneath. Lewis Central leads 26-16 at the break. third quarter, Lamar's comes out firing. Madison Dreckman drills 3 of her game-high 22 points. But the Titans would respond. Megan Holt from the block. LC leads 34-26 after 3 periods. Fourth quarter, the Bulldogs' Dakota Owens drills a 3 to cut the lead to 7. But Lamar's would resort to fouling late. LC responds by shooting 21 of 26 from the line in the quarter as the Titans hold off the Bulldogs 59-52.
It's great. I mean, that was a big goal of ours, and we have unfinished business up there from last year, and our goal is to go make some damage, and we know we can do it.
The feeling is that we're going to go and we're not going to get knocked out, and we're going to play our hardest just like we played our hardest this time.
Well, right now we're just focused on whoever we get, and I don't know who it's going to be, and we'll find that out later, but you know, these girls have had a goal to make some noise down there, and that's going to be our goal going in.
LC has made it to the state tournament in back-to-back years for the first time since 1964 and 65. They will have a rematch of last year's quarterfinals as they play Pella. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Ben Smith.
Thanks, Ben. Now to the guys. LC-AL, round 2. Of course, the winner moves on in the playoffs, and the loser has got to think about it till next season. Here's IDUB TV student Brady Engel.
The Titans and Lynx square off in an inter-city sub-state semifinal matchup. Early first, Chad Moran starts the scoring, 3-0 LC. Visitors continuing the pressure, Kyle Arrington spins and scores. The senior leads everyone with 31 points and 14 boards. Lewis Central by 2 after 1. Second quarter, AL fighting back. Tyler Myers knocks down the 3, 20-15 Lynx. Visitors hanging tough though. Tyler Shipman with a triple. AL clings to a 30-29 lead at the half. LC starts the second half hot. Moran finishes the miss and is fouled. 35-32 Titans. But the Lynx have an answer. Preston Fant drains it. LC leads 46-45 after 3. Fourth quarter, home team goes on a 7-0 run to retake the lead. Troy Houghton with 2 of his 21 puts the Lynx up 3. Some nice passing finishes off the Titans as AL takes it 68-61.
That fourth quarter was everything tonight. Got some really big stops late in the game, and then did some nice things offensively. Troy hit some big shots for us to get us going. So yeah, that was the biggest thing. Kyle was hurting us pretty bad, and Trey got some big stops late.
Keeping our heads up and continue to fight even though we down. Even though it looked like we might lose, but in the huddle we got to come together. We came together as a team and we fought together.
Had some opportunities to seize the lead there in the fourth quarter. I thought both teams played extremely hard. I'm really proud of the effort from our kids. Just came up a couple plays short.
It was just, you know, we didn't make the plays and they did, and so it's one of those things where it was a great game. It's, you know, you can't fault anybody for any mistakes that they made.
AL will face Sioux City East in the sub-state finals at the Tyson Event Center. It's a rematch from last year in which the Lynx won. For the Bluffs Sports Zone, I'm Brady Engel.
Thanks, Brady. Up next, our play of the week, another no-brainer. And how about that squeaker in Canesville? On the other side. The Iowa Western women's basketball team gearing up for the postseason pate. Still some work to be done in the regular season. Now, the Reavers have already wrapped up the regional regular season championship. Still 2 games to go before the real fun begins. Here's IDUB TV student Riley Martin.
The Wildcats and the Reavers face off in Canesville on sophomore night. First quarter, Alicia Mountain dishes the ball to Delia Ania for a wide open 3. Bang! Ania returns the favor to Mountain, finds her in the corner for a 3 splash. The freshman with 10 points. Iowa Western leads North Dakota School of Science 12-10 after 1. Second quarter, Maya Bowles sees Carmen Ramey on the perimeter. She squares and fires, drains it. The freshman with 2 threes. At the half, Big Blue leads at 33-19, heading into the locker room. Third quarter, and Ramey drives and kicks it out to Laude Adepoju for an easy mid-range jumper. Laude leads 3 in double figures with 15. Lee Suchar inbounds it to wide open Mountain, who finds the net again for 3.
You guys got to start executing our stuff. 28 games, 77 practices. You know our stuff.
Adepoju is fouled and goes to the line. Josiah Johns hits the winning shot with seconds left. Reavers win 57-56.
The timeout before that, I hadn't said anything yet, but she yelled out to the entire team, "We are not losing this game." And that's what this is all about, is just that faith. And she believes, and it's contagious, so I'm really proud of her. I really am. Whether she made it or missed it, I'm so proud of her.
Iowa Western caps off its regular season with a win on the road, crushing Little Priest Tribal 79-41. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Riley Martin.
6'2" guard out of Dallas, Texas, Jeremiah Jefferson.
Now to the guys. Iowa Western taking on Southeastern on sophomore night. Early first half, Pat Dimbley stutter steps and then drives to the basket for 2. Blackhawks' Dante Williams picks off the pass with the posterizing dunk. 14-7 visitors. Back and forth they go. Donovan Walker cashes in from 3. The sophomore finishes with team-high 23. The Reavers and Blackhawks are tied at 37 at the break. Second half, Dimbley finds an open Jeremiah Jefferson, and he knocks it down. 48-42 IW. Big Blue goes on a 10-0 run late. Alex Peacock misses, but Donovan Walker doesn't. Iowa Western hangs on to sink Southeastern 80-71.
This has been a very special group, you know, and it's a great group of young men. We have quite a few sophomores. We have a lot of experience, and they've all played together now for quite a while. But I think the thing I just was pleased with is, you know, this is more of a ceremonial last game at home. You know, we've got important games left at home.
IW will face Northeast in the regional semifinal in Canesville Arena Wednesday night, March 1st. For the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm Dan Kingery.
Now it's time for our play of the week. And like I said before, it's a no-brainer. Not even 90 seconds into the 184-pound championship final, history is made. The Reavers' Preston Lauterbach crushes a kid from Clackamas. Lauterbach becomes Iowa Western's first NJCAA National Champ in the program's brief 6-year history. Presto, Preston Lauterbach with our play of the week. All right, so another week, another wrestling tournament. Up next, state basketball and more, so keep it here. And of course, remember, as always, to keep it here for more news and information in your community by tuning in to the Council Bluffs News with Aaron Zach. And so for this latest edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davis, and as always, I'll see you around.